Hello fellow YouTubers, this is a Boat on a Budget refurb part 3.5 for the update on the goop coat it. Again, I am extremely happy with this stuff. As you can see, it dries very nice and smooth. It seeped into the seams and just, I mean, you can tell that's going to be a very watertight seam. There's no cracks whatsoever. This is 2 coats on the rivets along the seams and 2 coats along the rivets that go down the bottom of the boat. I started on one side, did 1 coat, came over, did 1 coat. By that time this had set up enough to where I could do another coat on this side, another coat on this side, and then I just started doing both sides of the boat and worked my way back, and I was able to cover this whole boat with that 2-pound kit. As you can see, normally there's a pretty good, dip into where the seams come together. I mean, that is perfectly flat to where the goop coat is just seeped into that and just set. So I mean, that is a watertight seam, along with the rivets. I mean, you can tell these rivets, there's just going to be no water getting in those rivets. It's just smooth. This stuff really works. This was a very good sized gash with some Bondo on it that the previous owner had done. I sanded that down really nice and smooth, made sure it was down to bare aluminum. I put 1 coat of that epoxy over there, let it sit, put another can. I mean, you can just tell it layers right up. And I mean, this stuff is hard as, it's an epoxy. So I mean, I have no doubts in my mind that that's going to be a watertight seal. Along with this gouge right here, you can tell. I mean, you just look at it really closely. There's no way water can seep through that. Other than that, Boat on the Budget refurb. Spent $330 on the boat. Spent $25 on the goop coated on either Amazon or eBay. Depends on what you want to get. eBay had free shipping. I spent probably another $45 with the paint thinner and some more paint. So I mean, roughly I'll say with the bearings, I did have to go out and get new bearings. We're right around maybe $450, $475 altogether. And I mean, she's almost ready to go. I just got to do a little tiny bit of work on the motor because the choke lever's missing, and I can make one of those up. I can fabricate one of those easily. So other than that, she's almost ready to go by the end of this month. I appreciate it very much. I hope this is helpful on other people doing these small little aluminum boats that really don't have a lot of money to put into them. I mean, just look. The guy wanted $500 for this boat. I turned around and said, you know what, I'll give you $300 cash. He said $325, and I didn't have change, so I paid $330 for the boat. All right, guys, have a good one.